I'm currently studying graduate certificate in business, leading to masters in business analytics. And today's presentation topic is Herzberg's two-factor theory. So let's get started. The first slide is about introduction of Herzberg's two-factor theory. Friedrich Herzberg in 1959 proposed the motivation hygiene theory. There are two factors. One is hygiene factors. For hygiene aspect, it keeps people from being unhappy, like compensation, policies, supervision, and working environment. And the second one is motivator. Motivators are that make people happy, such achievement, acknowledgement, and responsibility. Even though Herzberg introduced two-factor theory in 1959, but it still remains foundational in today's HR practices and job design, according to Nickerson in 2024. The next slide is about theoretical groundwork and critique. It linked to SDT, self-determination theory. There are three parts. The first one is autonomy. Autonomy is being autonomous, means being able to make decisions and being responsible for them. The second one is competence. Competence is people feel more competent when they make progress and achieve things. And the third one is relatedness. Relatedness is ability to see, appreciate other people. And there are strengths. Strength is management gives clear direction for work enrichment. And the second one is the long-lasting meaning in terms, ideas, and use. And there is weakness. There's two weakness: methodological concerns and contextual limits. Methodological concern is relying on self-reports, and contextual limits is less flexibility or hybrid or remote work. The next slide is about modern evidence and development. Recent studies confirm the distinct but interactive roles of motivation and hygiene factors. For example, Wilgas and Travis, then Jafar Monir. Wilgas and Travis in 2025 proved that hygiene factors predict satisfaction at low levels, motivation dominates at higher levels. Jafar Monir and Wilgas in 2024 showed that intrinsic factors such as career advancement and responsibility increase job satisfaction in the health sector in Pakistan. Generational and cultural differences. Millennials explain motivations differently, and hybrid work settings challenge the traditional boundaries between hygiene and motivation. The next slide is about real life experience. The first one is describe. Updating student checklists as a part-time job in the university office. I worked part-time at an office at a university, and I was in charge of a minor project to make the checklist for new students more up to date. The initial challenge was outdated equipment, unclear rules, excessive supervision, lead to low satisfaction or poor hygiene. And the problem was old machinery, confusing rules, and intense supervision led to low satisfaction. And I for intervention. Intervention played a vital role as the people were not happy because of poor hygiene after the leaders talked in the office about resources and made the clear rules. They wanted me to consider some elements of the checklist, lead the process, obtain feedback, and demonstrate it to higher ups. The outcomes. The outcome was significant as the sense of duty, the feeling of being recognized, and the possibility to progress up made me considerably more engaged in and happy with my profession. The second slide is about interpretation. Interpretation is fixing hygiene issues, enhancing motivators, and autonomy and recognition fostered greater engagement and intrinsic motivation. Herzberg's model helps distinguish between eliminating dissatisfaction, solving hygiene problems, and creating satisfaction, improving motivators. Evaluation. The theory explains real world experiences well, but it may oversimplify complex motivational dynamics, lacks flexibility for remote work and individual differences. The next slide is about action plan and conclusion. Plan. Plans is like a diagnostic framework, not a rigid rule. Use Herzberg's model as a diagnostic framework, not as a rigid rule. And the second one is before joining the team, need to assess the hygiene conditions like resources, clarity, policy, and promoting motivators like giving people recognition, responsibility, and chances to improve and growth are all good methods to get them motivated. Okay, the conclusion. Sorry, the adapt to individual and contextual differences. For example, hybrid work. The conclusions are um, despite limitations, two-factor theory continues to guide managers in balancing satisfaction and dissatisfaction in modern organizations. That's all for today. Thank you.